It has been 6 months since Hurricane Irma tore through the Florida Keys, leaving residents with severely damaged homes there and some with no homes at all. Joining me now with an update on the rebuilding efforts in the Keys and how the fishing industry is rebounding is host of the Florida Insider Fishing Report, none other than Captain Rick Murphy. Captain Rick, great to have you with us again.
Great to be back.
All right, so give us an update. You were down there recently. Tell us what it looks like in Big Pine Key.
So, we went to Big Pine originally, did a big cleanup there. And so as we were on our way to Key West a few weeks ago, we stopped and went to exactly the same neighborhoods. And what we basically saw was pretty interesting, Pam, and the fact that I think the county came in after 4 months of trying to decide what was in the best interest of the Keys. And if they surveyed your house and you had more than 50% damage, and this was told to me by one of the homeowners that we originally met in September, that what they would do is condemn your house, and then you had to decide to either elevate it to bring it up to the new code that Monroe County has, or simply bulldoze it down and now you have a lot for sale and take your insurance money.
So what does it look like now? You said that, for example, when we were just looking at some of the video from when you were there, and there was a gentleman whose home you were helping him to take some of the items out. You said he has decided to stay, and his house isn't elevated, but he fixed his house and he's sticking around, right?
Yeah, so this guy is a really cool case because he was the second guy that we went and helped clean up. His house to begin with wasn't too damaged. He was fortunate enough that he was in the drywall business, and being in the drywall business, he immediately got to work.
Right.
He tore out what was damaged by water, by the flood, and then was able to replace it. We did go into his house, and it was spectacular, brand new, essentially.
Yeah.
The bad news is all his neighbors were gone because they didn't get the work. They didn't fix what it is. They made us out around and waited to see what the insurance company was going to do, and time was ticking. And unfortunately, they came in with some new rules, and it didn't really work in the best interest of some of the people in Big Pine.
Right. And in their defense, perhaps, Monroe County is putting these rules in place to elevate these homes so that because we're going to get more storms, when something like this happens again, the homes are protected because they're higher.
Yes, certainly I don't know exactly what the new rules
code,
are, the new code, but what I understand is that they want to have all the houses that need to be elevated a certain amount, and that way you don't have the water damage like you had in this particular storm, because the storm surge essentially went literally over Big Pine Key.
Yeah. So the other thing, to the positive though, you said, is that the fishing industry is booming. If you want to go fishing, this is the time to go. Rent a charter boat, because you said there's a plethora of fish and that it's just great out there right now, right?
You're absolutely right. So here's what happened. Nature takes care of itself. The storm comes through, it gets rid of all the impurities that were basically in and around the Keys, whether it's silt that may be on the reef, silt in the grass, and it gave it like a facial. I think you can understand that, right?
Yeah, I got that.
So what ends up happening is now all that stuff gets washed into the Gulf of Mexico and, left in downtown Naples. And now what has happened is it's good for the fishing. Unfortunately, the fishing charter business is down about 30% because a lot of people feel that they're not open for business. And I want to tell you, Pam, every single day there's more hotel rooms coming back online. The fishing guides are also a little more readily available, as well as some of those great restaurants that we love so much about the Florida Keys.
Yeah. Some of the aerials that we were showing after the actual cleanup part, after the September 2017 video, shows where it looks like there's been a lot of cleanup that's already occurred. And here's that video again. Is that what you saw when you drove through there?
Absolutely. Certainly the telltale sign of a hurricane is the blue tarps on the roof.
Yeah.
The good news is that while those people are waiting for new asphalt shingles, or maybe they're going to upgrade their roof with a tin roof, their house is still there. And in a lot of cases, a lot of them are elevated. So You know, it's come back. The cleanup, the streets were navigable, and it's really starting to look good. By no means are we done here.
Right.
But what I've seen happen in the last 6 months, they've made a pretty good progress.
What was the attitude of the folks that you ran into down there?
Their attitude was that, you know, the people of the Keys are pretty resilient. And I think the ones that are staying, they had a really good attitude. Some of the people that we helped in that original cleanup, their house was gone. They had bulldozed the house there, and it was just basically a empty lot. So I don't know, because I didn't get a chance to speak to them.
Sure.
You know, but
Yeah.
by the most part, I believe the people in the Keys they're open for business, and they're ready to get back to doing what they're doing.
And they're resilient, like you said. And we saw that after Andrew. It took time, but people did eventually rebuild.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your show, what you got coming up.
So the Florida Insider Fishing Report, it starts again the first week of April. We air on Fox Sports Sun.
Yeah.
And we have the lovely Bree Gabrielle, and Dave Farrell will be talking about his rigs and techniques at the workbench. And our first species that week is going to be about kingfish. So we hope everybody tunes in.
Well, thank you so much. It was great to have you. Thanks for the update on the Keys. We'll continue to check in with you periodically because we know you get down there and you can give us a good idea of how they're recovering. So we appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And be sure to catch the season premiere of the Florida Insider Fishing Report April 5th at 7 p.m. on Fox Sports Sun. You can find this and more information about the show on our Facebook page at Your South FL.